Right now, we are in the bracket double elimination. We are moving on to our third game of the day. So let's go ahead and do the reveal, because on the left, we have our one, the only, the guy who is still here on our layout, Bangera. We have in the middle, Iron GM Rudy Patootie, GM Corndan. Yeah, you Rudy Patootie, you heard what I said. Yeah, you jerk face. Nah, Iron GM, there's always more RoboCop, but whatever, you're Rudy Patootie today. And then finally, Iron GM capable of excess cruelty, Tristan on the right. So let's go ahead and talk about who they chose, because we had one of the contestants choose Bangera. The other, oops, I messed it up. The other picked Tristan, and so, Corndan, it's your game.
It is my game.
Yay, Corndan.
I can get out of here because I'm not even on this list anymore.
Yay.
I'm running away.
Go.
And,
I know what's coming. I'm running away.
Good idea.
it is a good idea because, there's always more RoboCop. But that's not what I provided today.
Yeah,
right?
you're being a Rudy Patootie with what you gave.
I am. That's true. I'm actually giving a game that you and I have been trying to figure out how to get in here for a while.
See,
right?
you say that, but I have literally no memories of this game.
You and I, for Kusogr4nde 3, tested both this game and the other Game Boy Advance game for this.
See, but I don't remember this at all. And that's probably for the best.
It is probably for the best. And that is Ed, and Eddy Jawbreakers for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, do you like the Lost Vikings?
The Lost what?
The Lost Vikings, like the old Blizzard, Super Nintendo puzzle game?
How is there going to be a Lost Vikings game if they're lost?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, but do you also like older Cartoon Network cartoons? Because if you said
sort
yes to
of.
both, if you said yes to both, boy, do I have a game for you.
And I presume it's this one.
It is absolutely this. It is a Lost Vikings style puzzle game based on a Cartoon Network cartoon.
Oh, baby cakes. I honestly have never seen Ed, and Eddy in my life. I don't think my parents would let me.
I actually kind of I really like Ed, and Eddy, right? Chat's already describing it as literally cartoon Three Stooges. But it tends to be a little bit more clever than most of the Cartoon Network shows.
Okay.
And this, as I said, this is a puzzle game, right, where each of the Eds, right, because there's Ed, and Eddy, right, has a different thing that they can do, and you need to, go get Jawbreakers and get to the end of the level.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do they eat the Jawbreakers?
I mean, I presume they eventually do.
Oh, good.
But Scotty is doing
that would be
audio.
Thank you. I was just about to ask you, so you managed to beat me. Yeah. Oh, it's been years since I've had a Jawbreaker, Corndan. I used to love those as a kid, but then I don't know. It's basically just a ball of hardened sugar, and that destroys your teeth. Yeah, that's what a Jawbreaker is, everybody.
It is what a Jawbreaker is.
Yeah, I don't know. We in Utah, we love our sugar. In fact, one thing in Utah is that they have what they call dirty sodas, which is basically just putting sugar, or putting syrup in soda. And it's not healthy at all. I actually really worry about people who drink those on a regular occurrence, because it's definitely not healthy. But that's like the hot happening thing here in Utah. The dirty sodas. Yeah, like not pancake syrup, not maple syrup, like snow cone syrup,
Well, so I mean, you at least get choice of flavors, right?
I mean, yeah, you get to choose, but like, hey, take some Mountain Dew. Go ahead and put a whole bunch of cherry syrup in it. Bam, there you go. There's your drink. And like most of them offer diet flavors, is what they say. And I checked. I was actually at the university. They have a place that gives or that sells some of those. And I was like, does anybody ever get the diet flavors? And they're like, no. They just go for the sugary ones. So
Yeah, of course they do.
yeah, it's just a facade that they're trying to offer less sugary options. Oh, anyways, I'm still setting up right now. I'm ready for Jawbreakers. I really want a Jawbreaker right now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been so long. But then again, you know, I'm one of those people who couldn't just lick or suck a Jawbreaker. I always chewed. And
it takes you 3 licks to get to the center of a Jawbreaker.
3 licks. You know it, Kusogr4nde. You know it. Well, everybody, we do have the game currently playing right now, and let me go ahead and start getting us over there because I want to hear this beautiful music that apparently is going to be...
I mean, it is music.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah. It is more music than Raisins for sure.
Okay, this isn't too bad.
No.
This is also Bitrate Killer, the intro screen.
Yep.
Okay, are they changing options at all or just going with the defaults?
Just going with the defaults.
Okay, everybody, well, what would be appropriate for people to spawn?
Jawbreakers.
Do you know how many Jawbreaker emotes there are on Twitch?
Yeah, probably like 500.
Spam
plank.
orbs. And a plank. And ugly people. There you go. Go ahead and spam all 3 of those. And I'm doing the countdown right now. Spam away. Best of luck to the players here. Ooh, lots of ugly emotes showing up. Tintin's not ugly. What are you talking about? Spam, chat. Spam until we're done. No, don't spam my face. Kusogr4nde, they always spam my face when I say spam something ugly.
Well, you do kind of deserve it when you open it up like that.
Wow. Okay, as soon as I see movement in a stage, I will start a timer. It looks like Scuddy has to enter a name.
Yep.
Wow. I like that Scuddy accidentally just got out of the... No! Where are you going? Where are you going?
I don't know.
Apparently, start the game boss is really being a little bit rough. Yeah, choose...
All you have to do is hit A, and then end. There you go.
There you go. Game design. Oh, no. Okay, so just from what I'm seeing so far, it looks like this is going to be one of those games that ends up being sort of a puzzle game. Each character has a little bit of a different skill.
Absolutely. I mean, I described it as the Lost Vikings for a reason.
See, I've never actually played the Lost Vikings.
You should. Like, the Lost Viking is legit good.
Okay. Well, both players are in the game, so that's good. Hole. I'm glad they have a sign. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say immediately right now, this art style really works for what the TV show was.
Yeah, the cartoon's fantastic. I actually legitimately enjoy it. And the art style works really well. So each one of these characters has a different ability. So Ed, the big doofus that Scuddy's controlling right now can push trolleys and stuff like that by standing behind the handle and pressing B. And he
Okay.
can use the helmet. Ed with 2 Ds, so double D, right, is the nerdy looking one in like the red shirt. And he can use fire hydrants and activate switches.
Okay.
And then Eddy, who is the short one in the yellow shirt, can use a jetpack to fly. You can press B to equip it, and then A to thrust. And he can also use the Hypno Disc pad.
Okay, gotcha.
So you don't have to get all the tokens and everything. Each character has a different color of tokens, right, that they can get. All you have to do is essentially just get to the end of the level.
So you don't need the tokens.
You don't need the tokens.
It seems like they don't realize that, which, I don't know, is more entertaining for us.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, eventually I think both of the players are going to figure out that, hey, tokens there are just there to distract you. So,
Well, I mean, you get 100 of them, and it is an extra life. And
that could
Right.
help then.
yeah,
So what can kill you in this game?
like everything, falling down holes. There's a little bitty tiny like chihuahua around here that can kill you.
Okay.
Stuff like that, right? Like pretty much anything's a one-hit kill.
Oh, there goes Scuddy into the pit. I'm glad
And
that
the
they have
problem is
collective
all the-
lives.
Right, it will only kill whatever character like that you're using, right?
Yeah.
And their collective lives, so it's super easy to basically just get hosed.
Soft lock yourself, yeah. Soft lock until you kill the other two.
Pretty much.
I'm just trying to think here. Honestly, they're thinking about Game Boy Advanced era games. A lot of the games tended to, one, be shovelware, and then two, also be very forgiving when it comes to continues and saving. And I assume that this is one of those games that is forgiving when it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean, it saves like every level.
Okay. So that's good. However, one thing that I'm liking about this so far is that other shovelware titles for the GBA tend to be aggressively mediocre. And this right now, like, the art style is pretty dang good, and it looks like level 1 is already proving to be a challenge.
Yeah, so I mean, it is kind of difficult. It's also like you see that little hop that they're doing, like that's all you get, right, for a
Yes.
jump. And so, right, like the art style is good. The art style is pretty close to representative of what was actually going on in the cartoon, which is actually pretty amazing on this. But it is a train wreck to control. The controls are bad, and like thinking about how this works is a pain, right?
Yeah,
Like, what Voltus has to do, right, is Double D won't go across the wet cement, right? So you need to put Double D into that trolley.
which one's Double D?
He's the one with the black hat.
Okay. And the one with the
so-
giant tongue is the single D?
Is Eddy. No, that's Eddy.
That's Eddy. So
And the guy wearing like the big like jacket, that's Ed.
the one who looks like he's broken is Ed. Okay.
Yes.
And Scuddy is
So-
game over.
So what you need to do is get Double D into that push cart, right, and then get Ed, the big tall one, over there, and Ed can just push him across.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm just thinking, which Ed is your favorite?
I like Ed because somehow he's
Like-
still profound, and he's a big giant doofus, and he's usually the funniest one out of the three.
Like just the ED Ed, right?
Yes, the one that Scuddy is controlling now.
Okay. So no one likes Eddy?
I mean, Eddy's fine, but Eddy's very money driven, right? And money in this show, or right in the show and everything, is really just Jawbreakers.
Okay.
So Eddy's kind of a greedy, selfish jerk. Ed is the big lovable doofus, and Double D reminds me in some ways of Wile E. Coyote. Right, let me come up with all these weird gadgets and do all these things. Right, except he's not as lovable as Wile E. Coyote is. Like,
yeah, he almost seems like the intelligent one of the bunch from what you're
he
describing.
totally is.
We've got the brains, which is him. Do we have the brawn?
Oh, Ed is the brawn for sure.
Okay, Ed is the brawn. What about the beauty? Would that be Eddy?
Well, none of them. It's
None
plain.
of them. Okay. So what good stuff does Eddy have? Like, is he good at anything?
I mean, so Eddy is the plot device. Is the best way of describing it.
Oh, so he's the
Right,
villain.
So he's not the villain per se, but yeah.
Whatever. Oh, the plank is the beauty. Okay.
Oh, 100%. Plank is the beauty. So they're both trying to figure out what to do here. Voltus has made it the farthest.
I think so, yeah.
But Voltus doesn't know. And Voltus is kind of, I put it in there, right? So when I gave him the controls, I also said that each character does something different.
I have no idea who or what plank is. Plank is, as far as I'm aware, a piece of wood.
Plank is a piece of wood, yes.
Yeah. See?
Like plank is a board with a face drawn on it.
Now, here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to go ahead and describe about this Corndan. My biggest fear whenever it comes to Game Boy Advance games is that it's going to be boring for about 40 minutes and then start getting into the good stuff. But here, we've already had game overs on level 1. This is very atypical for Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah, it's... Here, let me put into Discord for you what Plank looks like, so you can see.
Show me. I want to find my new... I want to see my new waifu here. Okay. I'm ready. Absolutely smoochable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey kid, I'm on my break, do you mind?
Yep, definitely the beauty of the bunch. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I wouldn't smooch Plank unless Justin gave permission, chat. It's fine, okay? He doesn't look like he would. Okay, totally smoochable. Somebody else can date Plank. Go ahead. Take him out for a good evening.
Well, Liz, you think we're actually crapping on Ed, and Eddy? The show is fantastic. The game is not good. The show is good.
The animation's good. Like, I've never actually watched Ed and Eddy. You know, it's something that I always saw was going to be on TV, but I'm not sure what
It's legitimately good.
I definitely should give it a shot sometime. But I don't know. I guess I didn't really love Cartoon Network games or shows of that era. Hey, Scuddy has figured out how to push. That's good.
Now, all Scuddy has to do is get Double D to jump into it.
Double D doesn't look like they're a big fan of going in there. Ah, this might work. Maybe? Almost.
Well, let's see. I think you can just, like, drop Double D in there like that and then push it, but...
Yeah, here's the deal. We all love Plank, okay? Just so everybody knows. Ooh,
It's
running out of time is rough. Yeah, we're not crapping on the show at all. We are genuine lovers of the show. I don't know. I've never seen it. I'm genuine lovers of pieces of wood with faces drawn on them. Okay, so how
There we
long
go.
is this first level? Hey, Scuddy.
Not
That's
a
good.
whole lot longer, right? Like, if
Okay.
Scuddy, basically, you bust the other fire hydrant and just get across and
Yeah, that's great. Honestly, I think that, you know, just watching this right now, figuring out the first major hurdle is huge. Voltus will need to figure out each person's individual abilities
Yep.
fairly soon.
like basically now Scuddy just needs to keep going right.
Yep. I'm just trying to think, Corndan. I don't remember what I was going to say. But, oh yeah, this match is super important for both of the players because this is an elimination match. Whoever loses will be out. Now, we have an hour to see how much progress they are able to make. Both of them are on level 1, but Scuddy has made a little bit more progress. As soon as the hour hits, whoever made the most progress at any given point is the victor. Scuddy, for example, even if they ended up getting game over and going back to the beginning, would take the victory due to crossing the cement.
Yes.
Hey kid, I'm on my...
Like, Voltus should basically be able to figure it out, right? Voltus already knows, right, like what Double D does.
You know what, Corndan? This is Kusogr4nde. It's a bad game, but at the same time, this game has a lot of redeemable qualities.
Yeah, I would say it's super bad in how you go through it and play. Like, if I'm gonna play a Lost Vikings style game, I would rather play the Lost Vikings. But right, with all of that considered, like, I think it's definitely less bad than other games that we've seen today.
Oh, yeah. Wait. I'm taking a look at the company that developed this. Artificial Mind and Movement, they also became Behavior Interactive, and were acquired by Activision Blizzard. This company, possibly some of the people worked on Gears 5, Dead by Daylight, Fallout 4, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Yeah. That is pretty intense to me. Wait, but that was... You know what? That wasn't the same game because that was the GameCube Ed, and Eddy game. As it turns out, for Jawbreakers, it was made by two different companies, Climax Group and Crawfish Interactive. Climax Group definitely didn't go on to do too much. They ended in 2014. They made some Power Rangers games and SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge. Disney's Lilo and Stitch 2, Hamsterville Havoc. Wow. Okay. That all sounds bad.
A little bit.
Oh, and the other company, this was their last game. Huh, wonder why. I mean, they did help with Game Boy's Aladdin, which we heard a lot of the music today from one of the versions of that. I'm not sure which version they worked on there. How about Mary-Kate and Ashley? Get a Clue. That was pretty freaking awesome.
Has that been on Kusogr4nde before? Because I feel like it has.
I don't think
If it
so.
hasn't, I feel like it should.
I mean, we had NSYNC Get to the Show, but that was Infogrames.
But that game was quality.
It was something. So, the lead developer of this was Gianluca Cancelmi. Literally, the last name, it's Italian, and it's Cancelmi. Cancelmi. That is like the best last name that I've ever heard. Wow.
Well, you know.
Hey kid, I'm on my break, do you mind?
Yeah, I know.
So-
I wonder a little bit about the music, though, because this music is pretty legit.
It is. Yeah, Voltus is just about, I think, to figure out that that thing, the tub to get in.
Aha.
Hey kid, I'm on my break.
You have to press up on the control pad, like kind of behind it, and then get in.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, geez, don't you hate... Like, this is Voltus, right? The thing is, why would you push up to get into an object that's in front of you? It's counterintuitive.
Well, so actually, one of the things about it is sort of intuitive if you think about it, right? Because in the controls, right, up is climb, and the first thing I do is try to climb into that. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So has anyone made progress? Yes, Cadus. Scuddy is on level 2.
Yes. Scuddy is doing relatively well. Still, level 2 looks a lot like level 1.
A little bit.
So I'm looking at the company that made the music for this. Because it was a British composer, Steve Rocket, who made stuff under Rocket Music, and he worked for Probe Software. Do you recall Probe Software?
I sure do. They made one of our favorite Kusogr4nde games.
Which one?
The Back to the Future DOS games.
Oh, yeah. Well, this guy also apparently worked on some of the Aliens game, Terminator 2, Bram Stoker's Dracula, did Aladdin music for the Game Boy Color, which is amazing. I think that's my favorite version of Arab Rock, like, easily. Jelly Boy, Page Master, Super Nintendo, Beauty and the Beast, Super Nintendo. Yeah, he worked on a lot of games that were not great. This music, I feel, is actually really rocking. It fits.
It's pretty good.
It fits the game, and it doesn't feel too repetitive at this point.
It feels like good level music.
Yeah, I dig it. So, I'm just trying to think right now. Honestly, Voltus, I think, has figured out everything except for one part of the puzzle.
How to climb into that.
How to climb into the cart. Now, of course, this was published by the company BAM Entertainment. I guess somehow they helped with one of the Judge Dredd games. Carmen Sandiego, The Secret of the Stolen Drums. They published that. Why would Carmen Sandiego steal drums?
Well, why not?
Were they like expensive drums?
It could be. I mean, have you ever bought drums before?
No, they're expensive.
They're
Oh,
expensive.
okay. Yeah. Put two and two
Now,
together
Voltus-
right there.
Yeah, now Voltus is on level 2.
Nice. Both players have made it to level 2. This is actually being pretty dang close at this point.
Yeah, the sound effects in this game are pretty good.
Here's the deal. If I were a kid who enjoyed Ed, and Eddy, and I got this game, I think I would be pretty pleased.
I don't think I'd be upset over this.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has problems, but I would still have enjoyed it.
Pretty much.
With that said, a lot of the stuff is pretty obscure, what they need to do. Now, I do wonder, how much information did you actually give the players?
The controls.
Okay, that's nice of you.
I did give them controls. That's all I gave them.
I mean, it's a puzzle game. That's what they need to do. Figure it out.
Yep.
Scuddy is through stage 2, by the way, moving on to stage 3. Very nice.
I mean, I was relatively nice to them on this, and right, you know, the only thing that makes this game bad is that the controls are bad, and it's not always very clear as to what's going on.
So I'm a little bit unsure what it means, or what you mean that the controls are bad. It's hard to see that. What?
It's really hard to control. The jumps don't always want to jump, and when you do jump, they're not very high.
Okay.
Like the way the level are designed, sometimes it's purposely designed to obfuscate things like the little dog that can kill you, right? You know, goes behind like the foreground elements a lot.
Yeah, that's usually not a great thing to have important things behind the foreground. That's sort of... Oh, geez, I'm trying to think. One of the Jurassic Park games had arrows that pointed the direction you need to go, but they were hidden behind shrubbery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, some girls piping up in chat that there's 6 worlds, each world has 5 stages and a boss, or 4 and a boss, something like that. Right? It's a long game. Like, the long play for this game is still something like 3 hours.
That's pretty intense. Yeah, I'm really glad, though, that past me who, you know, loved this game, because I have no memory of us talking about it, but, you know, I really like this. You know, if I saw this in the past or the present, I would say, let's have it in Kusogr4nde.
Well, in fact, past you did say let's have it in Kusogr4nde.
Past me is a genius, Corndan. I'm not sure about present me, but past me, oh yeah. Some girl took 4.5 hours to beat this game. Some girl is also a very strong player, so, like, if it took her that long, I wouldn't be too surprised that, you know, it would take other people, in general, longer.
We are not going to see it clear.
No. Not a chance. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of other games that were sort of this era. I think it was at a time that, one, we didn't have Cartoon Network. It wasn't one of those shows that, you know, every cable network had for free.
Sure.
Yeah, so we didn't actually have this when I was a kid, or a teen. And that's largely why I missed out on this show.
Well, you should check out the show. The show is actually pretty good.
Okay. I think
Are
it was...
the shirts on a pole some kind of checkpoint? Yes, they are, and they go up 1 level each for each character that hits them.
Aren't those Long Johns?
It could be Long John, sure.
Yeah, does it need to go all the way to the top to actually count?
I think it counts for whichever character that hits it. So if you hit it with just Ed, and then Eddy dies, Eddy's going to go all the way back to the last checkpoint Eddy hit.
Okay, I got it. I gotcha. You know what? Scuddy is still in the lead, but I think Voltus is making some quick progress here.
Voltus is making progress.
Yeah, Chad is saying that this game, the show had a lot of great slapstick, which honestly,
Hey kid, I'm on my break. Do you mind?
I'm just trying to think. There's a lot of really crappy slapstick out there, and I think that's largely why American media has mostly moved away from it. You know, but
I mean,
yeah,
this show was described earlier, and I think it's pretty true, as the cartoon version of the Three Stooges, that also has a little bit more adult humor sometimes to it. Like,
okay,
it definitely had humor that was on occasion smart to it,
yeah,
right? And it's definitely like very old school slapstick cartoon style in a more modern cartoon format.
gotcha. It looks like Scuddy is moving on to stage 4. Volta's still on stage 2. This is really going to be a good thing for Scuddy because both of the players need to win this match in order to stay in the tournament. Scuddy definitely has the advantage. Voltus can catch up. You know, he's been a pretty strong player in the past. I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens. But yeah, it's being pretty pretty clear that Scuddy is in the lead. Go ahead.
Yeah. One thing we haven't talked about is the use of the Double D special ability that turning off the hydrants requires finding wrenches,
Yeah.
which you'll see them find. Typically, Eddy picks them up. So the question in chat: have we seen any Jawbreakers yet? And the answer is no.
How many Jawbreakers are there in the game?
I don't know, because I didn't play more than about a half an hour of this game.
Okay, the space line is starting to get to me a little bit. It's fine. It's just that, you know, half an hour of the same tune.
Hey kid, I'm on my break. Do you mind?
I think no
It's a
matter
pretty good
what.
theme.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just that I could do with a little variety, especially since this is GBA era. They could have done a little bit more. Like a tiny bit.
Well, you know, this is pretty good though, I think, right, in terms of GBA music.
Oh, it's high quality. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of other GBA games that I've seen, like Polar Express. I can't recall anything about that, and that's probably good about the music, because I'm relatively sure it was a little over the top. Like, this for GBA music is fantastic. Holy crap, GDQ Raid, come join us.
I am sorry, guys, that you just released this.
Yeah, whatever you were watching, this is definitely not as good. So come, have fun.
Welcome to Kusogr4nde, the bad video games tournament.
Oh, yeah. So right now, Scuddy is going up against Voltus. This is the bracket for the full tournament. We had about 170 people join, but we're down to 32. Whoever loses in this match ends up getting eliminated. High stakes. And, you know, what better for high stakes than a game based off of a cartoon, you know?
Yep. And you know what? That's actually pretty typical.
Yeah,
for
I'd
us.
agree. I'm a little bit interested because you can run in this game. How do you run? Is it a double tap left?
It's like the B button.
Oh, you hold B?
Let me give you the controls. The controls are
Okay.
A button jumps. Right now, for most characters, that jump is not very high.
Oh, yeah.
The B button runs, equips the device, uses the item, all of that.
Oh, yeah.
L and R changes the characters back and forth.
Okay.
And then,
that seems pretty standard when it comes to multiple character games. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Voltus got past the wet cement with the guy who dies from cement. Thank goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, this is essentially Lost Vikings. Exactly, chat.
It 100% is Lost Vikings, but a 2000s cartoon.
You know, I sort of like that, even if it is fairly copying what happened, you know, with Lost Vikings, at least they didn't just try to turn this into a generic platformer. That could have been disappointing. Because
And I feel like even like copying the idea of Lost Vikings here, right? Like they definitely put like a spin on it with the show, right? That feels right.
yeah. Uh-oh. So is this the boss?
I think it's the next area. I don't know. It's new music and it's a new background.
Okay. Oh, World 1 has no boss. Okay, yes, this is World 2. This is certainly music. Oh, Death by Banana. Scuddy, unfortunately, not getting too lucky there. I think that, you know, honestly, the first time you go into a level, just run around, figure it out. Honestly, the stakes are not too high because of the save feature in this game.
Yeah, it does save, so we don't... Alright, that's actually kind of nice.
Wow, that was ridiculous.
I mean, it even has good game over music.
Oh, yeah.
So, some girl says in chat that she remembers timing out on either this level or the next one. So we'll have to watch out.
Let's see. Yeah, I feel bad because Voltus is really starting to fall behind, even though, you know, technically he's not too far behind. Scuddy still has a really solid lead, and it's going to be difficult for him to catch up even at this point.
And because this game saves and there's continues and everything, right? Like, it's not like this is the farthest progress that will be made.
Oh, yeah. Now, just so everybody knows, we do have one more match after this one. I appreciate everybody who showed up during that raid and is following, because this is about the highest quality stuff we're gonna get.
Yep.
So, yeah, we have another match coming up after this one. I'm not spoiling the game, though. Because that'd be dumb.
The next one is going to be amazing now.
Well, right now, it looks like Scuddy has gotten to one of the new mechanics, which is slippery slopes. And that looks a little bit annoying to deal with.
A little bit.
Wow, this is a nightmare. Okay, I'm starting to see how the controls could be a little bit frustrating here. It's gonna be rough. Oh, there we go. Scuddy managing to use some of the momentum in order to jump across. Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job. Voltus also doing pretty well. It's just that there have been a lot of deaths. Voltus is currently on stage 3 of World 1, though. Scuddy on stage 1 of World 2.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's not... Now that Voltus knows kind of how the physics and everything, Voltus has been catching back up.
Yeah, he's definitely not out of it. Actually, this is wrapping up stage 3 of World 1 right here. But Voltus deciding to go for the coins. I don't think he has quite realized that those are not needed. Except for extra lives if you need them. But because you have a save feature, I don't think they're really too important.
But, I mean, if you don't realize that they're saving in all of your progress and all of that. Like, I can see where it might be useful to go get.
Yeah. I really, yeah, Chad is pointing out that the animation in this game is pretty solid, and I think artistically, this is essentially perfect for the show.
Especially for a Game Boy game. Right? Like this is fairly good graphics for a Game Boy game.
Yeah, and if you look, it has multiple layers of parallax, which...
And the parallax goes in the correct direction.
Well, yeah, thank you, Jim Power. Like, the thing is, it's subtle. You can tell that it's happening, but it's not obtrusive. And that's exactly what you want with the background. Something that looks nice, but doesn't take your attention away from what's going on with the gameplay.
I mean, Cadus, you are not wrong that Jim Power's parallax thing was part of the 3D effect of Jim Power. However, right, when you're not playing with 3D glasses, it will make you sick. So is this live? Yes, it is.
This is indeed live, even though a lot of us feel a little bit dead after watching this. You know, this is what I love about bad video games. The idea that I can sit here and watch them and I don't have to play them.
That's the best part, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's so good. Everybody, though, you may actually be trapped in a nightmare, so if you are, just wake up. See, Corndad, that's what they tell you in dreams, okay? Like, in order to help you know that you're in a coma, they say, hey, you might be trapped in a coma.
So just wake up?
So just wake up. But, you know, you're not going to wake up, people watching.
Well,
Ed and blah, blah, blah. Ed, and Eddy are just going to trap you for eternity. No getting out of today's coma.
So, Voltus will probably be catching up soon, given that Scuddy has just made this loop for a while.
Yeah, Voltus just got a game over, but that is not a huge deal. Oh my gosh, that loop is so rude, Corndan.
I know!
Like, I don't know, if you're gonna put sliding physics in, maybe you should make it so that, like, at least an average person can get it fairly reliably and not have to take, like, a whole minute looping back around and climbing.
Well, I mean, kind of what we've talked about is that there's not really penalty for failure here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean...
But we
So
have
why
seen
not?
people time out.
Have we yet? I don't think we have yet. I think we will.
I think one person has timed out. I think it was Voltus who timed out earlier. Or maybe I just feel like I've timed out.
Well, that's also quite possible.
Yeah, that's called dying of old age. It's when you time out in real life, you know? Justin is not a huge fan of that expression.
When you time out in real life.
Yeah, dying of old age is timing out in real life. It's okay. It happens to a lot of people. It's fine. Oh, gee. So these little dogs are a little bit annoying. I'm not completely sure. Do they attack all of the characters or just one of them?
They attack all the characters, and if they hit you, you die.
Aha. No, don't. Ooh, oh my gosh, Corndan.
Well,
I made mistakes at GDQX, and now I'm gonna
Yeah,
pay
you
for them
did.
for the rest of my life.
you should have known what was coming.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You know, life, it's about the mistakes we make along the way. Oh no! Scuddy just killed the dog!
Well, that dog deserves it.
That's still mean. Then
Look,
again,
that dog bites you. You ever been bitten by a chihuahua?
you know, I was just thinking, you know, video games, you don't always do the nicest things. Like, I was thinking about RimWorld, because I've been playing that recently, and I'm like, you know, prisoners, I should just, like, take their legs off so they can't run away until I manage to win them over. But-
Well,
I mean, it's really practical. Just amputate their legs, they can't get away.
I mean, I guess that's true.
And then you give them robot legs when they're friends.
But are they ever going to be your friends? I mean, you cut off their legs.
I mean, they don't really have a choice. See, that's how you make friends. You cut off their legs until they're your friend. And then you give them robot legs.
I don't think that's how friends work.
I really need to make more friends. Corndead, can I come visit?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you're just going to try to cut my legs off.
Well, I mean, I already spoiled my strategy, so yeah. I'll have to get some friends who don't watch video game streams.
Is Justin your friend?
You know what?
Are we going to not talk about this?
Here's the deal. If you're my friend before I cut off your legs, then I don't have to go through that process.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like you want to go through that process.
Well, I should just warn people, you know, be my friend or I'll cut off your legs. Bam.
I mean, yeah, you probably should have that as a warning.
I've at least got that much courtesy.
So,
Well,
just asking how you cut off the legs of a streamer because streamers clearly don't have lower bodies.
well, that's because
True. Or
I'm
is
a
that because
prisoner
you
to the
already cut their
stream.
legs out?
I'm a prisoner to the stream, Corndan.
Or is what happened is you've never thought through how to make robot legs, so all you've done is cut people's legs off.
Actually, you're the robot, or no, you're the missile dude. You make rocket engines. You could make me rocket legs, Corndan. Okay,
could.
you really need to be my friend now.
No, you're still gonna cut off my legs.
Well,
Kids, I'm on my break time.
okay, everybody, this is Kusogr4nde, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We are 44 minutes into the hour match. Whoever makes the most progress throughout the course of the hour takes the victory. Voltus is almost on to World 2, by the way. This is, like, Scuddy has definitely had the lead for most of the match, but Voltus is starting to catch up.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to how well Voltus does that slide loop. And this loop right here.
Everything in this world is the worst. I've decided.
Well, it can't be the worst. They still have legs.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, we were talking about RimWorld, okay? Not actual legs.
Oh, you actualized cutting off people's legs.
Look, I'm not going to do that. I don't even have a bone saw, okay?
I don't know why you would have a crappy wrestler from the Spider-Man universe anyway.
Wow. Wow, Corndan.
You're just jealous that I can make that reference.
Yeah,
Look,
there are people in chat who...
He's ready.
Oh. Did I give in to mods yet? I don't want to talk about RimWorld too much, but yes. I just want to talk about cutting people's legs off. By the way, Voltus is starting to catch up a little bit, but Scuddy is at the end of...
Ooh.
Is this level 1 or level...
This is level 1 of the second world.
Why is it so long?
But here's the thing. Look at how little time is left.
Oh my gosh,
I
you
don't
gotta
think they're
hurry.
gonna make it.
Scuddy!
They're gonna make it.
Scuddy, no! Please make it. This could
They're not gonna
really...
make it.
Oh no. This isn't gonna
What?
happen.
Like, this could be the difference.
Okay, I'm gonna hop over to Discord and see if there are any mean words said. Nope. Oh my gosh. How is it so long? It gives you like about 10 minutes. I would say 900 seconds in game, but each second is really about half a second. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute level, and you have to start over.
This is not okay. Okay, Corndan, like, the first world made me feel like this was going to be a decent game, but I no longer feel that emotion. Ooh, Voltus getting a game over really fast. Not a huge deal, though. Yeah, the biggest thing, Cadis is saying it in chat right now, Scuddy knows what to do. Scuddy knows how to get past a lot of the stupid obstacles in this. And knowledge is a huge advantage. Like, honestly, Scuddy still has a very good chance of taking the victory. Voltus needs to finish the level before Scuddy finishes it in order to actually win.
Yep.
Okay, I like World 1's music better than World 2's music. Gonna be
I mean,
honest.
this still isn't bad music.
No, it's not bad. Just I want a polka now. All of this level is about not falling. Yeah, the thing is, like, it's difficult to understand the physics of the game until you actually play it. And Corndan, because you've played it, you know just how difficult it is to make these jumps.
Like, not falling is very difficult here, right? And getting the timing and all of that is not, like, this is not easy.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're making it look semi-reasonable, right, is pretty impressive.
Yeah, this is great. Also, thank you for all the people who stuck around after the raid. I know that usually we don't have too many people stick around after that, but we've got a huge audience here. Thank you so much, everybody. We are just about to 10 minutes left for this match. We're getting close to the end. It's really going to be stupid tire level that decides this. This is amazing.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, you've watched a lot of Ed, and Eddy. I know that people in chat have been talking about it as well. What style of humor would you say this game has? Because I honestly have no idea.
In the show?
Yeah, or the show, yeah.
It's a lot of, like, so imagine if Wile E. Coyote was really three people.
Okay.
And Wile E. Coyote didn't want to eat the Roadrunner. Wile E. Coyote wanted Jawbreakers. Right?
Okay.
And you split the different aspects of, like, Wile E. Coyote's personality into, like, a really smart one, a cunning but kind of a jerk, and then like the dumb muscle, and you kind of get the show.
Okay. I guess I can get that, yeah.
Right, and set the whole show in a suburban cul-de-sac.
I really got to give this a watch sometime. I just need to know more about this.
Yeah, that's and it's also like purgatory because you never see the parents around.
Okay. It's like purgatory because the parents aren't around.
Well, like clearly, right? The setting is literally the cul-de-sac, not like some city or anything. The cul-de-sac, but parents are never around. I assume it's perpetual summer.
I mean, it kind. There might be a winter episode. I have no idea. I mean, I've never seen the show. Go ahead.
Voltus needs to figure out he can press it down to slide down there, which is what he'll need to figure out for both Ed and Double D. But yes, I do actually, right, especially of that time period when Cartoon Network was doing like weird sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like this show is really good.
I've really been enjoying the match. Yeah, it seems like the show would be worth watching sometime. I think that, I'm going to take chat's advice on the best episode, which they said 1 + 1 = Ed. I'll go ahead and give that a shot.
That's a pretty good one.
See if it wins me over.
Yeah, chat also kind of brings it up. It's like Pinky and the Brain. It's the same plot every episode with funny results.
Aha. That completely makes sense. So
right, always about getting Jawbreakers somehow.
Right now, by the way, it looks like Voltus is onto the really painful loop that got Scuddy stuck for quite a while. The biggest thing, though, is that Scuddy knows how to get through there, Voltus does not. And Scuddy's had practice.
Right, and Scuddy's already passed it. I will be back. I am requested to go get my son some lemonade.
All right. Oh my gosh, can you get me lemonade too? He's not gonna get me lemonade. I'm so disappointed. Corden. You'll live to regret it. I'm gonna come and become your friend. Everybody, this is Kusogr4nde. We are right towards the end of this match. Just under 6 minutes left. It is being a pretty intense time. Like, honestly, at this point, I still cannot say who is going to take the victory. Like, Scuddy looks like they have the victory. Voltus, though, is, like, as long as Voltus can get some of this slide jump, he has a chance of getting back into this. Scuddy's really close to the top, though. Like, I think Scuddy's going to clear it in just a minute or two, and that'll be a solid lead. Yeah, Voltus not enjoying these slides. Scuddy currently on the wood scrolling section. Is it wood?
Right.
I think it... Did you bring me lemonade?
Sure, but you have to come get it.
Okay. Yay, and then we can be friends.
You are not allowed to have any sharp objects in my house, though.
Blunt objects. Got it.
Okay.
We'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out.
Oh. Well.
Ooh, Voltus has almost got it figured out.
Yeah, Voltus, like, I don't think there's a chance that Voltus is going to be able to get through this at this point. Like, Scuddy is definitely going to be beating the level in just a little bit. You know, Corden, I would never hurt you, because you're on my side when it comes to the bad video games.
That's true.
And I'd never hurt anybody like playing. Actually, I'm very much a pacifist in real life. I don't. Yeah. No. I mean, I guess I was kind of an angry teenager, but I got over that.
Well, that's because you cut people's legs off.
I literally have not cut anybody's legs off ever.
Venus makes a good point. You did just hurt 2 people earlier with Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah, but you hurt them with Ed and Eddy.
Like, this game is way better than Cabbage Patch Kids.
What? I would rather play Cabbage Patch Kids, Corndan.
Would you?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. The funny thing is that, like, I'm not actually joking. Yeah, Scuddy is on to World 2-2, Voltus on 2-1. Yeah, just looking at the time, I don't think Voltus has a chance. It's rough, but, like,
I don't
honestly,
think not a chance.
that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Hey, I did not give anybody California raisins. Yeah, let's go ahead and say that. Dana is the true villain today.
Well, so far.
Actually, yeah, because we have one more game coming up after this one. What could it be? Nobody knows. Actually, yeah, I know.
I do know.
Never
Yes.
mind. A lot of us know, but you don't if you're watching this. Probably. Oh no, the dog! Scuddy, death by really small chihuahua.
Yeah, that dog is a jerk.
What a jerk. This is an elimination round. Chat, thank you for asking. Scuddy is in the lead. Voltus is trailing by 1 level. That is all that separates them, but Voltus, having gotten a game over, I would say the chances have gone down to basically 0 for catching up to Scuddy. That is pretty much it. Let's see what Scuddy is able to do, though, in this level. I'm not going to mercy kill this run. You know, we're going to go ahead and see what Scuddy is able to do. Also, I love that... Ed is able to push the cart across wet cement faster than just walking. It makes no sense.
Look, I don't know why you asked for things to make sense.
I just want a little bit of sense. I don't need a whole bunch. Just a little bit, Scuddy. Are you pausing?
I see buffering.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and reload Scuddy's stream to see. Yeah, we have a lot of buffering. Well, everybody, let's see if Scuddy is able to get rolling again. I'm just going to go ahead and put on other music because that music was really wearing on me anyway. Oh! And it looks like...
Oh, it's going again.
Oh, baby. Let's try. Come on, Scuddy. There we go. Actually, Ringman makes this game pretty exciting. I feel like this music is very appropriate for Ed, and Eddy, you know? Yeah, as far as I know, we have not seen any Jawbreakers in this game, but you know what?
There are still no Jawbreakers.
They can die poor. Poor Ed, and Eddy. That is time! Wow, Scuddy managed to make it to World 2-2. Voltus got to 2-1. Unfortunately, was not able to figure out this level fast enough. That's not a huge surprise. Scuddy did time out. As it turns out, Scuddy takes the victory and will be moving on in the losers bracket. Voltus is eliminated, but you know what? There are many tears of joy to be shed not having to play this game anymore, Corndan.
That's kind of true.
What an amazing game. Honestly, though, I feel like I want to give this a little bit more of a try sometime. You know, I think I played it just a tiny bit. I blocked it out of my memory. but I feel like I should.
Yeah, no, I feel that as a puzzle game, it's not so bad. Right, the game itself is not particularly good, but I think it actually does what it sets out to do, which is a huge improvement over like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon games of this era.
Oh yeah. I'm inviting both of them to come chat if they want. It looks like Scuddy is going to be devouring food, so we will not get their reaction. That's completely fine. Scuddy will be moving on. Let's see about Voltus.
To interview.
Hello there, Voltus!
Hello.
Welcome! Hey, congratulations on being eliminated. I say that because I can no longer give you games this year.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh, honestly.
I made it further than I expected, though.
You got really far, yeah. Making it into the bracket is not trivial at all. And, you know, you did get eliminated, but at the same time, the games are only going to get worse. Yeah,
I imagine that.
What are your thoughts about this game, Ed, and Eddy?
I don't know. I thought I have I have the advantage. I thought because I played Lost Vikings 1 and 2. So
Oh, really?
that's really similar. And I thought, okay, that's maybe your kind of game now, but apparently wasn't enough. It was really really stupid to figure out something.
Yeah, I think it took both of you quite a while to figure out how to get through stage 1. Scuddy did figure out a little bit before you, though, and I think that ended up giving them the advantage throughout this. You still, like, as soon as you got past stage 1, you started catching up pretty quickly, you know? And you were both on the same stage for a little while right at the end. Unfortunately, Scuddy did make it to 2-2. You got to 2-1. You know, only one stage difference. You made a good push.
Yeah, I wasted a shot with my slingshot, and I was like 2 minutes left on my timer, so I thought, okay, that's it now. Either that's your win or you lose. I don't know.
Yeah, that is rough. Well, you know what? What are your opinions about this game? Good, bad, somewhere in the middle?
Better than RoboCop from last time, because
Cordan.
Well,
RoboCop gave me some PTSD about collecting tokens and stuff. Like, I had in mind collecting the nukes. I collected mostly all of these candies or what they were, because I thought they're gonna be necessary. They're filling up the jar in the top right.
It feels like they are going to be necessary, especially
Yeah.
since there are 3 different colors, but no, you don't have to get any of them.
They're not. I just collected 100 of them. They just gave me a life, so that was the point where I died a little bit inside.
Yeah, you know, you never really know what's going to be required to beat some games, because there are a lot of collectathons out there. This wasn't one of them, but, you know, it's hard to know sometimes. It really is. Yeah, still, I'm really glad about how you did, Voltus. This has been a blast to have you on. I really hope you join again next year.
I will do, yes. I mean, I still have to choose the game for Flamosaur, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not out entirely yet.
We are letting people give their last words before we say goodbye. Do you have any last words?
It was a nice experience, though. I mean, I won my first 2 matches, but I absolutely didn't expect. It's my first Kusogr4nde I did this time, so it was a nice achievement to get into the brackets, and I hope I can do it next year again.
Sweet. That's going to be a lot of words to put on a headstone, but I'll try to fit them.
We'll try. We'll use a small font.
Seriously, come back next year. Everybody watching is also welcome to join. Thank you, and we'll get moving on to the final game of the day. Till later.
Is it me?
No. Bye, Voltus.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, I think it is that time. Corndan, you've been chilling here the whole time, haven't you?
I have been here the whole time, yeah.
That's so nice of
So
you.
let's see who the the GM is for this next game.